So if you're standing within 5 feet of me, the mic is going to record you as well. So today's question, the interview question is, why are you a Christian, or why aren't you a Christian? So you said you're not a Christian anymore?
Yeah, we're Christian, we're backslide. Because true, we know, so we are committing fornication, we're not married. So at the same time, we don't want to do dirty things in the church. We don't clean and worship,
Yeah, so your thing is, you don't want to be in the church and sinning as you're in the church.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Yeah. So wouldn't you say to someone who said that to you, hey, being a Christian is not about being absolutely clean, but rather fighting against your sinful nature, fighting against sin? Because I struggle with that too. I struggle with women. But because I'm fighting against it every day, it shows that I am a Christian, as opposed to living in it, and every time I get a chance to have sex with a different girl, I just do it. It would be the mistake of saying, okay, Christianity is a life of perfection, and if you sin at all, then you're not a Christian. But Christians still sin. Your thing is, you want to make sure that you stop doing those things first, then you go back. So, do you think that will be anytime soon? All right. Do you think that the Christian path is the right path? Or would you say to somebody who's not a Christian? Would you say, hey, that's the path to go?
Of course.
Yeah. All right. So this comes to my mind as I'm looking, because you got dreads, all right? So.
No, when you add me up the garments, it's not a problem.
No, it doesn't matter. Like, you can have long hair. I don't think that you have to cut your hair to be a Christian. But there's this movement called Rastafarianism, which you've probably heard of. No, I wouldn't say that you're a part of the movement. I'm just saying, have you ever heard of the movement, the Rastafarian movement? Do you think that Haile Selassie is God? Exactly. Because sometimes when I speak to Rastafarians, they would say that Selassie is God, and even though history... Yeah. Yeah. And that's true. I would quote for them the historical. Yeah. My mom told me a story about a Rasta man who got shot in his leg, and when he went to my mom told me a story about a Rasta guy who believed in Selassie, and when he got shot in the leg by a bullet, when he was going to the hospital, he prayed for Jesus. So the same Jesus who he never wanted to cry for was crying for. But just this last thing, in history, the historical narrative says that Selassie was born July 23, 1892, and he died August 27, 1975. Rastafarians don't believe he died. They believe that he's still alive. That's what I always ask them. And we know where his body is, but they say that his body is not there, he's still alive. Which would mean he'd be 131 years old, but he's not alive. So it's a false movement. And I'm glad that you know the right movement. And I hope that you come back one day, man. Blessing and respect. Thanks for the interview.